You can see my screen?
I can. All
Sweet.
right. Welcome to the Business Marketing and Entrepreneur Academy. I'm pleased to welcome Heather Farron Meyer. She's the director of School to Career, and she is here to talk about an amazing opportunity we have through School to Career, and that is our teen market. All righty, go ahead and take it away, Heather. Thank you for being here.
All right, great. So, Teen Market is an opportunity that we offer every summer. And we've been doing it since 2014, since actually my first year with the program, and it's a lot of fun. I don't know, I'm not sure where everyone is from, but for students who are in, areas local to Hillsborough, Beaverton, Aloha, that kind of range, we are working right now with 3 different markets. We have opportunities at the Aloha market during the summer, which is a Thursday night market. We also have, hopefully, things will be open and we'll be ready to go with the Hillsborough Tuesday night market. That is downtown Hillsborough and it's huge. And, so again, with COVID, I hope we get to do it. It's a great opportunity if we do, but if not, we'll work around it. Our third market is the Hillsborough Saturday market. And at all of these markets, we have a deal where the market offers booth space to students, and they provide a free opportunity in a booth in the market with all of the other vendors to sell your homemade goods, your handmade stuff, without having a business license and without paying a booth fee. So that right there makes it a lot more accessible for students. And I think the people who shop at the market are very welcoming. They're really excited to give their money to students and buy your products. So it's a great opportunity to start your first business. And the other thing that's wonderful about it, it's a great opportunity to start because it comes with some options to get help. So through the chamber, we have mentors that come in and talk to you about how to price what you're making so that you make some money. We have people who talk about what your booth should look like and how to make that better. There's a lot of support from the chamber and also from community members who are really excited about and really quite invested in our teen market success. So there's a lot of people cheering for you, out there to help you. It's really a great opportunity. So applications for this are due by March 15th. I can click on that in a minute and show you it's a pretty easy application. But what I'd like to show you is some of the pictures you can kind of see scrolling here, vendors that we've had in the past. And we've had everything from lapidary rocks. Dylan's been with us for 2 years now. I'm expecting him back for a third year. He does beautiful rainbow dogs. These guys had books that they wrote and published. Let's see, who else do we have? Sophia made beautiful hand-drawn and painted cards. And one thing that I think students are always wondering about, like here's Simon, he has some original art, but he also had prints on t-shirts and he had prints that people could buy. Lexi had prints of stuff that people could buy. So you're not necessarily selling your original art piece. You might very well take that piece and print it onto smaller sizes, print it onto cards, put it on buttons, put it on bags. And that's the kind of advice that you'll be getting from our support mentors to help you figure out how to price all that. Because there's the price of your original work and you got to get reimbursed for that. But then there's also the price of the materials that you use, the time that it takes to print those. And we help you figure out what all that means for what your pricing should be, and also what you'll be able to sell. Quick shout out, the Paws for Pals tug toys, they were actually a fundraiser. They were raising money for a nonprofit that matched kids with autism with support dogs. So there's a lot of different things that you could do, and we're open to a lot of ideas, and we'll help you kind of talk through that and figure out how it should look. So let's kind of go through our teen market frequently asked questions right now, because this is sort of the information that you need to have. To begin with, what can you sell at the teen market? This does have to be handmade items. This isn't stuff that you import. We're not selling glow sticks or, things like that that you buy cheaply and sell. These are all handmade things that come from you. It could also be a service. We have had DJs who came in and booked parties. We had face painters who did drawings on kids' faces during the market, balloon animal twisters, all sorts of things. One thing that we cannot have is human food. So because we're not working from licensed kitchens and we just don't have that agreement with the market, we can't do food that humans would eat, but pet food is okay. So like I said, we'll try and help you think about how to combine maybe your homemade dog cookies with dog clothes, tutus, tug toys. We'll help you work through to get you a selection and a market niche that will help bring the right customers to your booth. Let's see. So the way that we provide this mentoring is we do have 3 after school get ready meetings. And during those meetings, you'll have an opportunity to have one-on-one time with a couple of different community members who can give you advice. We kind of do it in a round robin sort of way. So you'll get to talk to a lot of different people. So you don't really have to worry if you don't click with the first person that you talk to. You take their advice politely and think about it, and then you move on and you'll hear something different from somebody else. So it's really comfortable. I think it's a nice way to talk to people and to get used to presenting yourself to customers and to adults, just like you will be when you're selling at a market. What if you need ideas or don't know what to sell? A lot of you are here because this is part of the Business and Entrepreneurship Academy. This is a great opportunity for you to think about what's your entrepreneurial idea. And even if this isn't, something that you've really thought about in the past, you can get on Pinterest or, these other websites that I have here. Joanne.com has some great projects. Pinterest, you can search for teen crafts, or, if you decide you want to have a Christmas in July theme, you could get on and start looking for Christmas things that you could make. So there are tons of ideas out there for things that are accessible, quickly made crafts that you could sell. So, you don't have to be the greatest artist in the world to do this and do it well. You just need a fun idea. So, and we are willing to help you work on that. You don't have to come into this knowing that idea right up front. So don't feel pressure if you don't know. Nasia, who did kinetic sand and painted tiles, was it was a couple of weeks before she really got her act together and figured out exactly what she was making that was successful for her. And that's okay. We'll help you talk through it. And it may be that you have a few things that you make. We had students once who were crocheting things, and they were crocheting these beautiful little doilies that were absolutely gorgeous for like $5 to $10, but they were putting 6 hours into each doily. So that wasn't going to make them any money. That's a beautiful gift for them to give somebody that they love, but it's not something that you can sell at the market and make a profit on. So we'll give you advice on, help you figure that out, because that would be, there's a lot of ways that you can do really great things that you may not have even thought about yet. Whoa, do you need a business license to participate? No, you don't need a business license because of our agreement with the market. You don't have to pay for your spot. The teen market, the markets provide tents for us. And you show up with your table, your chair, your display, but they have set up a tent for you. They have weights to hold it down if it's a windy day. They do all sorts of stuff to really help us out. Yeah, and they have been awesome partners. So they're very welcoming. They're excited to have our teen market people there. That's been fun. Can I go into partnership with someone else? Yes, you absolutely can partner with other students. You can't partner with adults. You can't, for example, sell your mom's art at your booth. Um, but we do have, this market is open to students who are ending 8th grade and starting ninth through ending senior year, and this is the summer after they graduate. And we can partner within that. But also, if you have a family member or a friend who's younger, who's maybe a 7th grader going into 8th, if you're in the booth with them, they could be your partner as well. So sometimes we have siblings. We've had a couple of cases where an older sibling and a younger sibling, or an older cousin and a younger cousin, work together on their market booth and help each other out that way. And that's absolutely all right. Everyone who is in the partnership, we call them your team. Everybody on the team needs to complete their own application packet, and I'll show you that again up above. And both partners, or all partners, have to attend all of the mentoring meetings. Yeah, okay, and you do need to tell me who your partner is so that I can match you up. Let's see, woo, okay. So students will be selected on the basis of their business idea and having their paperwork completed. Please note that you may have a great idea, but if 5 different teams all want to be face painters, we will select based on the strength of the paperwork and the student letter. We do encourage you to have a backup plan so that you can change course if we do have a lot of duplication. And like I said, we'll help you. We'll talk you through. If everyone is making art buttons, we'll give you some other ideas. Time commitment. So 3 mentoring meetings from 4 to 6 p.m. in the spring. We also, it's going to take you time to make the stuff that you're going to be able to sell. So you got to give yourself time for inventory. And you got to have time, set aside during the summer so that after you sell some of it, you can make more, so that you always have enough in your booth to have a good market. Let's see, what else? How many markets can I sell at there? Okay, it was there. You will be asked to choose a set of summer dates that work for you. We do want you to talk to your family about whether you have vacations planned or birthdays that you can't miss or anything like that. And then you tell us what dates will work for you. And from those dates that you've told us you're available, we'll assign opportunities. We'll assign an equal number of opportunities to all of our different teams and booth holders. Let's see. So this is kind of the point at which I explained that if the Tuesday night market is open, you might get 5 opportunities to sell at the Tuesday night market because they have a lot of weeks that they run. If they're not open, that just means we have, and the other thing about the Tuesday market is if we have that event, not only do they have a lot of weeks, but they also have space for 5 different tables, different teen market tables. So we can have a lot of teen market people there at the same time. So that opens up a lot of slots for us. And we're really hoping that that's possible. If that's not possible, then we can only have one person at a time or one team at a time at the Aloha markets on Tuesdays and the Hillsborough Saturday markets. So that really reduces the number of in-person markets that you can attend. But we will, we won't know that until summer, until we really know what's going on with the Tuesday night market. But we will be able to, and I imagine they're still doing this, they have a pre-sales app called What's Good, and you can have a booth in the What's Good app where you can sell to farmers market customers and just drop off whatever was purchased before the market that day, even if you're not selling in person. So it's a little complicated, but we're happy to help figure that out, and we'll let you know what the assignments are. Let's see, can you use these hours toward the required hours for your ELO or senior project? Yes, absolutely. Can you put it on your resume? Absolutely. Can you ask us to write letters of reference for you? Yes, we're happy to do that. This is a great business on your resume. And I think it's been really, what we've heard is it's been really powerful for students who are applying for colleges as well, to be able to say, I have my own business. And this is, my Etsy site, and this is my Instagram, and this is, pictures of me selling to my customers at my booth. So it's definitely something that you can use and write about. And I think it's very helpful for, I know one girl who said this was a deciding factor on the scholarship that she got to the college she applied for. So finally, can we help you with startup costs? Yes, we can. We have funding for a few $100 forgivable loans. And what a forgivable loan is money that we give you. It's $100 that you apply for. Each team can apply for one. So not, if you're working with your best friend, you can't both have a loan to sell in the same booth. But if you're working separately, you can apply for your own loan. This is $100 that you can use to buy tools or materials, things that you need to start building up an inventory of products that you can sell. And then once the market begins, you start selling the products. If you make $100 in sales, at that point you pay us back, and the money goes back into the fund so that students next year will have the ability to get loans as well. There's no interest on the loans. There's, it's a really great way to get some help. The forgivable part of this is that if you buy a whole bunch of card stock and you don't sell any cards, which, honestly, it has never happened. Well, it's happened 3 times that people haven't paid us back. But if you don't make the $100 back, we forgive you. You don't need to pay us anything. We let it go. And then next year we have fewer loans that we can give to students. But, it's something that people in the past have been really responsible about, so that it's available for you, so that you can do it and get that help starting and help the next person going along. And we can give you advice. The couple of kids who didn't make their $100 in sales were selling t-shirts, which you would think would be a great thing to sell at the market. But what we found is that there's so much particular issues with what size, or, oh, I like the design, but I don't like the color. It's really hard to sell something like t-shirts, but that's advice that we can give you. And, we're happy to help. So that's kind of my whole spiel. Do you have any questions for me before I start the application, before I start showing you what the application looks like? I'm going to go ahead and click on that. If you have questions for me, either speak up or put it in the chat.
So I just want to make a quick announcement here real quick. We do have a bunch of students here for the next presenter. So I want to let you know you are in the right place, and that will start promptly at 4 o'clock. So I just let everyone in early that is here for the next event, and you are in the right place.
All right, great.
All right, and we have about 5 minutes.
Yeah, so this is the application. You just click on it. It's pretty simple. And it walks you through all of the questions that we need you to have. Simple. There's a checklist of other things that you need to do to apply. You need to have a resume and a cover letter that you can send to us. You need to go through the Young Entrepreneurs training on the Small Business Association website. And we need you to fill out a parent permission form. So that's it for the application. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing, or shut this down anyway, and let you ask me questions if any questions have come up. All right, I'm going to take that as we answered everything, which hopefully is true. And I would love to start getting some applications from some of you. I think we've got a really neat opportunity here. And if you have questions, you can always email me and ask me for more information. So thank you all for letting me talk today.
Thank you so much, Heather. And if anyone needs any information or any links, please feel free to email me directly and I'll get you that information. And I'll put my email address in the chat.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Heather,
All right.
for
Thanks
being
for having
here.
me.